Hey guys, it's John C. Morley here, sir, entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL. If you're new here, well, glad to have you. And if you're new, I would ask you to please grab your smartphone. By the way, I have my brand new iPhone uh, 15 Pro Max and really do love it. But I'm going to give you guys a review on that later. But if you're interested in my comments on the specs of the iPhone 15 family, that's the iPhone 15, the iPhone 15 Plus, the iPhone 15 Pro, and the iPhone 15 Pro Max, definitely go to believemeachieve.com. Click on John C. Morley's recent articles, where I'll share all kinds of things, like the fact that the iPhone 15, the iPhone 15 Plus are available in some interesting colors, and it's made in steel. And the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max is available in some other colors, which are more let's say, very space age colors. And so it's also made with a space age alloy, titanium. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. So launch your phone. There's camera app. Point over the QR code. Touch the link tree as easy as that. You'll get my link tree as quick and as easy as that. If you are not watching me, but you're listening on our podcast, which is at basically our podcast link, which you'll find, you'll be able to watch the show because it comes out 24 hours on the audio podcast. So definitely do that. I want to thank you. Whether you're here at 11:30 at night, 11:30 in the morning, 3 a.m., 3 p.m., 4 a.m., 4 p.m., potato, thank you so much for making Inspirations for Your Life a daily part of your motivational day. Really do appreciate you being here. And people ask me, John, what do you do? Well, I'll tell you what I do. I help people tell a story that leads to them growing a more scalable and profitable business. I typically work with companies that basically gross around 5 to 10 million or more, and that have that story and they want that story told, and I definitely can help them in a lot of different ways, from press releases, videos, video blogs, and lots of different things. So social media posts. Let's get right into the nitty gritty of our show tonight. So that is going to be a master topic that I want to share with you guys. And it's Inspirations for Your Life, Unlocking Happiness. We're on show 39, episode number 1, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, when we think about the pursuit of happiness, there's internal happiness, which we have inside our body. Things that, you know, just make us do what we want to do. And then there's external happiness. So what's the difference? So our internal happiness are things like dopamine, which, we get these natural highs from like eating dark chocolate. We can get them by, people giving us compliments. We can get them by positive energy that's radiating off other people. All right. And so there's external factors too. So external factors are things like money, maybe there's rewards, maybe there's recognition. Those are all external things. And by recognition, I'm talking about the fact that, you're being brought up and then they announce you. So it's external because, I know it could bridge between internal, but it's external because they're calling you out, and it's something whereby, you're being given an award. So that's like an external. It's not just the praise, it's the fact you're getting an award. So the thing about, happiness is happiness comes to us because of external success and internal success. However, if we base our life just on external success, just on money, I'm not saying money's bad. I'm saying if we base it just on that, all right, and we don't have a purpose in our lives, we're going to get derailed. And we're going to run out of energy and lots of things like that. So we have to be charged by our mission, by our promises to ourselves and others in life. That is really important, ladies and gentlemen. So some people will get so hung up with the external world, the cars, and I'm not saying these are things you shouldn't have. I'm just saying we have to get grounded and focused on who we are as a person inside and what our purpose and mission in life is. And so societal pressures will sometimes steer us toward external successes to make us happy. but it's not the external success that makes us happy. It's how we feel inside. I'll talk a little more about that in a second, but maybe somebody applauds us or gives us let's say, an award. We feel great. The dopamine releases in our body and we feel amazing. And so, when we think about stories of people that have external happiness, this could be people that chased after everything they wanted and they didn't realize the most important thing is relationships, is love, is experiences. And so we do all those things externally, which is great, but we need to understand that we have to first come from within. If we don't come from within, all that external crap is just going to be crap. It's going to be nothing. And so there are a lot of people that have chased their dreams, but that's it. They just chased an external dream. There was nothing connected to the inside of them that motivated them or that fueled them to want to do it. I always say, is it going to help you and is it going to help at least 2 or 3 other people? If it is, it's probably a good thing to do. Now, in the beginning, you don't really realize this. Just like I started IFYL because I want to help other people, because my mission in life is to become a better version of myself and help everyone else become better versions of themselves. So we all have a quest for happiness. Many of us have been led to believe that it can be found in just let's say, material possessions and things like that. Having a very high-paying job or external validation for people that are always patting us on the back. But the real pursuit of external happiness comes from a path of joy that starts from within us. So if the joy starts from within our bodies and our minds and our hearts, as we know our heart is the CEO that runs the body, then all these external things are just like icing on the cake. So could you make a cake, right, without a good base? Well, it would fall apart. It would be a complete disaster. All right. So you have to have a strong base. Before you give it, could you have a house without a strong foundation, whether it's on spread footings, whether it's on pilings, right? You have to have a good, strong base. And when you do, everything else builds upon that. And so our purpose in life is our strong base, our mission. People say, oh, I want to make a lot of money. Okay, well, what do you like to do? What fuels you? I don't know, I want to make a lot of money. Right, but what makes you want to get up every morning? I want to make a lot of money. I hear you. What do you, if we're not thinking about money for a minute, what do you enjoy doing that, you could do all day long? Person might say reading, they might say cooking, they might say helping people in a certain way. That's what you want to get at. And then from that, you want to unlock a mission. That's the key. So there are lots of stories of people that have chased external happiness, and they have been left with a balloon with no air, a dream that is flat. Not because it was a bad dream, but because it wasn't in alignment with their heart and with their mind. See, that is the whole key. Now, as we unravel lots of these myths, which we will over the week, insights about what matters to you should be your personal journey towards fulfillment, towards your mission, towards your promise to yourself. Remember, we don't set goals, we set promises. And your pursuit of happiness will never be the same. You remember the thing by, what was it? One of our great famous people. I have a dream that the brotherhood of reality, and in this world, right? Martin Luther King. I think when we have a dream inside, and then we share that dream, okay? We don't share it as a tell. A tell means that we're telling somebody and we're trying to brag to them. When we share it with them, it's different, okay? So we need to understand societal pressures. We have to understand, like I've said before, no one has the right to make you feel inferior about yourself. I mean, no one, okay? And you gain a fresh perspective or insight to what matters in your life when you can get rid of all these chattering monkeys. Meditating is a great way, becoming grounded, putting your back against an oak tree, taking your shoes off and walking around the beach or the grass or the dirt. These are great things. Just taking some time and just basking in the glow of the sun as it's hitting the waterfall or hearing the stream. See, these little gems are what make us be able to do things in life. Even though people say, it's the car, it's the money, and those are great things. It's the house, it's all these great things you want. But it's not the car, it's not the house, even though we want them and we're going to get them. It's how they make us feel. How I'm doing this because when this happens, I'm in a state of undisturbable joy. Now, your state of undescribable joy and powerful joy might happen because you want to write. It might be because you're going to be an inventor, a different type of a creator, or maybe you're going to be a teacher, an instructor, or a coach, or something like that. So that's one way. You have to figure out what your passion is, what your mission is in life. And so, if happiness isn't something you need to chase relentlessly, then the treasure that seemed hidden will suddenly become present. That's when we connect with our own self-awareness. And so self-awareness can help us identify our core values and principles. Like you guys know, me being a journalist for a long time, a member of the International Press Association, I can't be bought to write something that somebody wants me to say. That's not to say that you can't pay me to write a release or about a certain topic, but you can't tell me you're the best. You can't tell me to say this. I'm going to say what I need to say based on the story that'll be the best thing. I won't lie. See, that's the important thing. And so, yes, we can leave things out, but we have to make sure that what we share is truthful. That is very, very important. That goes back to one of my strong cores, which is to be truthful, which is to operate on a high level of integrity and morality. So self-awareness is the cornerstone to all this. Personal stories of individuals, unlocking their happiness by becoming more self-aware is it. I want to share one with you tonight. There was a situation in my life that I was going through. And this situation, without getting into all the situation, it was like, you did this, you did that, and I didn't do anything. But everyone else said you did it. And so I was like defending myself. And what I did, and again, I know this isn't a religious show, but I am a Roman Catholic, and I got close to our Lord and God. And I was praying. And I said, God, this isn't who I am. I don't know why these people are saying this. I don't know what the reason is. I don't care. All I know is that I believe in you, and I know you're going to lift me up high. Now, it didn't happen right away, but it did happen. And when he lifted me up high, it made everyone else seem small because what they were doing was childish. They were making up stories about things that weren't true. And so I put my faith in God. I put my belief in God and in our Lord. And he saved me. He actually helped me get over my challenges, and he helped the world see that big screen that was put up that was so massive, he was able to have that screen be poked with so many holes so people could see who and what was really on the other side. And it wasn't a person of integrity and morality and someone that operates with a high level of trust. It was someone that was operating from an ego that was trying to hide who their real inner identity was. So that's one story, and I have a lot more to share with you. How do we cultivate self-awareness? I have to tell you it's meditation. I also have to tell you it's gratitude. I love my gratitude rock, which I use every day. I've shared that with you. You can do John's alphabet of A to Z, alphabet of gratitude. And you take the morning, you take the night, and you feel while you're holding the rock, you feel the things you're grateful for in your heart. You don't just think about them, you feel them. And I know tapping into your inner self sounds like something that's, woo woo. It's not. If you commit to doing this and promise yourself that you want to learn and become the best friend you can of yourself, you'll uncover some unique traits about yourself and some qualities that you didn't even know existed. Why? Because when we get honest about our purpose, when we're doing something for the greater good of all concerned, at least 2 or 3 people, we're not being selfish. Now, I've said on other shows that there's a time for being selfish. And that's when other people are trying to rain on your parade. That's when other people are trying to abuse you by time, skills, money, etc. That's when it's okay to be a little selfish because, hey, they're trying to abuse you. They're trying to use you. Now, I have a lot of enlightening episodes, and you can catch more of them at podcastcj.podbean.com. That's right, podcastcj.podbean.com. And remember to subscribe, share, and of course, leave a review. Your journey to happiness begins with understanding yourself, who you are, and refining the pursuit of happiness on your own terms. And when you start to realize that there are hidden gems inside, have you ever went to one of these places and you had to dig for a treasure? So you dig very carefully because you don't know how deep the treasure is, you don't know what the treasure is, and you don't want to damage it with your shovel, so you do it really carefully, even with plastic, shovels. And when you do this, it's like you become in alignment with the frequency of becoming a deliberate creator. And more importantly, when we decide to unlock our happiness and really get to understand who we are and what we are and our purpose and our mission, we redefine the pursuit of our happiness on our own terms. That's important. And you know what it does? It helps us unlock happiness. So when you're positive, when other people are positive, happiness is just a natural flow. When you are not trying to overpower someone, when you're not trying to say, hey, I'm the greatest, when you're just trying to help, that's when you're most likely to get the respect, honor, and appreciation of other people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know what I do. You've known this for a while, but just again, in case you guys didn't know, I help people tell a story that leads to them growing a more scalable and profitable business. And again, I generally work with companies that bring in around 5 to 10 million or more, and they have a story inside their company, and they want to get it out to other people so they can grow your brand. And so not only about the brand, but so people can see that you care about others. They are not just about the dollar that you're putting in your pocket or the money you're taking back. You're about creating value. Now, I know that sounds really difficult, but when we just stop for a minute and say, hey, I want to create value for myself and others, the money flows in. That's pretty amazing. So, guys, I am so grateful that all of you are here. Again, we have an amazing week with more of this amazing topic, which I'm happy to share with you, which is inspiration for your life, unlocking happiness. Okay? Unlocking happiness. And the thing about this that I want to share with you guys is that I don't know if you know that, we've been on the air for a while. Our podcast has been on the air for quite a while, the audio version. And I want to tell you something else, ladies and gentlemen. Do you guys know something really remarkable today? We are actually, yes, in Series 2, Show 39, Episode number 1. We do 7, as you remember. We start on a Saturday, we roll through the week, and we finish up on a Friday. Check out BelieveMeAchieve.com, because when you start to believe that there's more inside you that you can see, that others can see, those hidden gems will start to come to the surface. I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It has been such a blast. Remember to like, love, support, share this out with everyone you know on social media. Of course, go to BelieveMeAchieve.com, click on the link, help keep our content free, and make that choice intentionally to click on the PayPal link and buy my team and I a cup of coffee, a bowl of fruit, a scrumptious bowl of desserts. And you know, we're going to be so grateful for those investments you put into us. We'll put those pennies into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to help you discover who you are and the potential of who you can continue to evolve and be. Have yourself a great rest of your night. And you know I'm going to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. And be sure to check out, the podcast, which comes out 24 hours later, the audio version, because these are great things to listen to while you're in the car. These nuggets are so powerful, and listening to them once is not enough to get them into our brain. The second thing you need to do is when you hear these nuggets, take action with them, because when you do, they'll become yours. You will have the ability to use them. Don't believe me? Try it out and see how much it changes your life. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Be well.